Now that you've opened the Dee Control application, you can see any recently opened documents here on the left-hand side. If you select any of these documents, you can send to print again. If you select Open Object, this will allow you to import a job in for printing. In this case, I'll select Pen Holder. By selecting this document, it will be moved into a preview window, and we can make some further selections from here. In the top left-hand corner, you may have noticed that it says Not Connected and it's highlighted in red. There's no need to worry about this. This simply is just indicating that we're not printing via a USB connection. The Home button here will take us back to where we started, and you could select another job for printing from here. Sometimes you might want to print more than one job at the same time. By using the left and right mouse keys, you can change the angle of the preview. And by selecting Reset Camera from here, it will put you back to where you started. There are some settings here that can be changed for the print job, but it's always recommended to consult with your administrator before you change anything here. Before I hit the Continue button, there are some further options down here on the right-hand side. You can add an object from here. There is a selection here that says Smart Object Placement in the area. If you are unsure of what this means, you can hover over anywhere that has a question mark and it will give you further information. In this case, it says, if possible, place the objects so that they do not overlap. If you do not wish this to happen, you need to uncheck the box. Underneath that, you can see the name of your file. And if I select Copy down the bottom here, you'll notice that there's two files with the same name, and there are actually now two jobs here on the print platform. I can reposition the job simply by clicking and dragging. If the job should turn red, it's showing you that it no longer fits within the print area, and you need to reposition it so that it does. You can choose Undo Changes to undo the last move that you made, or you can select Delete, and this will be applied to the job that has a yellow box around it. I can now reselect this job and the yellow box will reappear for this one, and then I can make my changes for that. I may want to center. There are some positioning and scaling selections here. So you can actually select on any one of these areas and put a value in, and then select Enter, and you can manually reposition the file. There is also an option here for scaling, so you can change it from the size that it's printing to larger or smaller, as long as it fits within the print chamber. I'll now select Continue. In this area here, there are a few selections that can be made. The first option here is Material, and we're always printing in PLA. There isn't actually anything else to select in here. The print quality is set to normal, but if you'd like a better quality print, you can select High, or alternatively, you could select Draft. The printing speed can be changed from 100% to a faster or lower speed. We would recommend that you use 100%. If you print at a lower speed or a slower speed, you could expect a better print quality, but it will take longer to print. Sometimes your print jobs need supports. Supports help anything with an overhang or any delicate areas. A support will be printed in amongst your print, and once the print is finished, you'll be able to remove the support away. So if you would like the support printed, you need to select Yes here, and that's usually determined by the job that you're printing. You can see the job name here, and on the right-hand side there are some more settings that can be changed. For the most part, these will stay the same. We'd recommend that if you want to change anything, you should really consult the administrator. However, if you do make a selection change from here, you'll see the value on the right-hand side change red, and that's just to show you that you've changed away from the default. Something like the shell thickness could be changed. If you know that something that you're printing is quite thin, you want to make it thicker to make it stronger so that it won't fall apart after printing. The support type is the support that I mentioned previously. You might want to print that support in lines, but you can also print it as a mesh or a grid. And as I scroll down the bottom here, you can see there are many more selections to be made. If you change something and you want to keep it, you need to select Save. This will be applied to this print job only. You can also select Reset Changes, and that will put everything back to the default settings. And then you need to select Save. Now I'll continue. By selecting Continue, the job will now spool or it will be sent to your print server. The great thing about this is, when it's sitting at the print server, if you have multiple eDee printers, you can go to any one of the eDee printers that you have there, and by using either a PIN number or your access card, you can log on to the printer and release your job for printing from there. You can now see the job spooling, and sometimes this can take a while. It really does depend on what you're printing and the information within the file. When this screen pops up, you have a choice to make, whether you'd like to send the job to the Ysoft server or whether you'd actually like to save this to a disk. This can be saved to a USB disk for printing later on. If you're sending to the server or to the disk, make your selection and then select OK. In this instance, it says that the print job was successfully sent to the server. I can select OK. Now it's time to head over to the printer and print.